Okay, so standard tuning on this one, E, A, D, G, B, E, and more or less just kind of one progression. The amount of time switches a little bit and the ending of it kind of alternates slightly, but once you get this main pattern down, you're pretty much good for the whole song. And we start here with just C chord, and there's kind of a specific picking that happens after, like you give it a strum. Right, and then we just come up with this high E, where it's all kind of like pinky here, where we go 3, open on the high E, and then we move to the B, 3 to the 1 that we have here. So it's right, and now we move to G chord, strum that, and we kind of do a similar thing with that, where we go B string, we go 3 open, and then you're going to want to take your pointer here and drop down to the G, where we go 2 open. And then we shift to this F look here, so kind of that C shape, but just here on the DGB, where we got the 3D, 2G, 1B, and we just pick through that, where we go the 3D, 2G, 1B, back to the 2G. Right, and then we just come off to this G, where we just do an open G, and then we play around here with kind of a sus4 thing, where we go B string, open, 1, open. Okay, so slowly the whole thing. Alright, and for the intro, you would just go through that a couple times. Then the verse would start, and you would do that about 4 times for the verse. And at the end of the verse, we do this bit where we just kind of like shuffle up the chords a bit, where we just do more of like a full strum of a C. You can do a couple strums on it, it's fine. Then just do a straight up F chord. Couple is fine. Then we go to the G, and I kind of like to do this look with it because I want this index available. So we give that a strum, and then we give this little open 1 open on the B with that. Alright. And as far as the chorus, the progression's the same, but we only go through it about 3 times, and then at the end of the chorus we do that similar thing that we did at the end of the verse, where we go C, F, G, but once we get to that G and then we have that little open 1 open on the B, we stick with that, take it to the 2 on the G, okay, so it'd be like, okay, and then we just kind of repeat that little section a handful of times. Okay, just playing around with that a few times, and then we finally just hit a G, and then that's kind of a cut leading into the next section. And other than that, there's just kind of a little bit of like the lead examples that happen. And you can play around here, where we'll be on like the G and B string, hit like a couple 5s together, hit the 7, D, back to a couple 5s on the G and B. Alright, and then we kind of do this walk up where we got the 7G, 6B, bring it up to the 9 and 8, and then just kind of lift that 9 off to 7, keep the 8B, little bend at 7 on the E, release it, scale it back up to the 8B, 7G, 7D. Okay, just playing around with that. Repeat the whole thing again, and you can just kind of just stay at that bend on the 7. Take it up high now, like 15, a little bend and release. Walk up the 12, 13, 15 on the E, 15B, and just take that off to the 15 to 12, 12G, and just play around with that scale there. It's kind of a G major pentatonic, so it just looks like a regular pentatonic, but just drop it down 3 frets, and you can have fun with that, and should be all set.